Good morning, everybody. Good morning, team. Chalo, let's start the day, everyone, with some deep, long breaths. Good to see you bang on time. Inhale deep and slow from your nose, exhale from your mouth. Good morning, all. Chalo, let's start the day with some smooth breaths. Let's go. Nice and relaxed. Deep inhale from your nose, exhale from your mouth like a straw kind of opening. Sit with your spine gently erect and keep breathing deep and slow. Okay, I'm playing up this breathing meditation. Let's do a few quick 3 minutes of meditation. Sure, let's go.
Take a moment to sit comfortably, and when you're ready, just taking 3 big deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you breathe in, that idea of taking in fresh air as the lungs expanding. And as you breathe out, just noticing how the Take a moment to sit comfortably, and when you're ready, just taking 3 big deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you breathe in, that idea of taking in fresh air as the lungs expanding. And as you breathe out, just noticing how the muscles in the body soften and relax. And with your third out breath, just gently closing the eyes. And just feeling the weight of the body pressing down against the chair. And as you pause, still for a moment, just noticing the movement of breath in the body. Notice where in the body you feel that rising and falling sensation. If you can't feel anything, you can just gently place your hand on the stomach. Some people feel it around the chest, the shoulders. For other people, it's the diaphragm or the stomach. There's no right or wrong place to feel the breath, just noticing where it is. And starting to notice the rhythm of the breath, whether the breaths are fast, slow, whether they're deep or shallow. And nothing to do, not breathing in any special way, just following the natural rhythm of the breath noticing when the mind has wandered off, then gently coming back again to that rising and falling sensation. And when you're ready, just gently opening the eyes again.
Keep breathing, take a deep breath and exhale. Just connect yourself with your surroundings. Just feel the silence around, the calmness around. The gentle smile on your face. It's a beautiful day, it's a new beginning, and you're up awake early with respect for the day. The nature is waking up, you are waking up. So it's nicely aligned towards success, aligned towards something big, aligned towards a peaceful, cheerful life. Just feel you're more healthier inside. Feel that your calmness and peace is growing. Feel that your intelligence is growing because your brain is working really nicely. Ideas will flow through. Your mind and the body is healthy, sharp, energetic, and at peace. Your confidence is rising. Just feel that for a moment. Take a deep breath and exhale. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Rub your palms against each other. Roll it over your face. Slowly open up your eyes. Okay, team. Chalo, let's start. Good morning, all. Next phase, it's 6:40 a.m. right now. Next, we will be moving on to the learnings for the day. Chalo, let's go on. Everybody open up some notepad. We will get started. Okay. Yesterday, we loaded some again of how we need to take action, stay committed and persistent towards our life goals. Now, today, we will continue the next topic of that. Okay, chalo, let's go. So every single day, yeah, let's starting the day with a different thought process, learning something, gearing up for the day nicely, taking time for yourself. Here we go. Chalo. Chalo, let's go.
So welcome back, and I'm really excited to share with you one of my absolute favorite topics, which is gratitude and journaling. If there's one thing that saved my life, if there's one thing that elevated my life, if there's one thing that's enriched my life, it's the daily practice of writing in a journal. And that's definitely related to gratitude. It makes me think of that Persian proverb, I cursed the fact I had no shoes until I saw the man who had no feet. And if you are like I think you are, you have a lot of blessings in your life, even if you don't acknowledge them. And, you know, as human beings, we are hardwired for ingratitude. I'm going to repeat that again because it's so fundamentally important. Our brains are actually hardwired for ingratitude.
Okay. Guys, thoda sa he's getting into some details and understanding. Our brains are hardwired for ingratitude. Okay. Yes, you can simply relate this with a simple thing, right? Many good things happen to us, but one bad thing happens and our full focus goes on the bad thing. And we feel so much upset because that thing is not going right. That means internally in our brain, it is designed to focus like that. Otherwise, so many good things are happening. We completely ignore that. Just only one bad happen and we stick with that itself for a long time and we torture ourselves because of that one bad thing. And he's explaining the reason our brain is hardwired for ingratitude. So not being thankful and not trying to appreciate, not trying to look at the beauty part, but rather the opposite side of that. Okay. Let's see how exactly he. So that's what we need to have this understanding how we operate and why we are the way we are. Okay, so let's go next.
Neurobiologists call it the negativity bias of the brain. And it served us well thousands of years ago when conditions were a lot rougher than they are right now. When we were very tribal, when if we strayed from the herd, we would be eaten by saber-toothed tigers or we would die of starvation. And so our brains were literally manufactured in a way so that we focused on what the shock could be. We were focused on what the threats in the environment could be. And here we are now in the modern world. We have so many more blessings around us. Life is a lot easier, even if you're going through a difficult season. And yet our brains are focusing on what's not working in our lives versus what's working in our lives. Even perhaps in your intimate relationships, you're focusing on the few things that might be flaws in your partner versus all the great things. And so what I want to do in this session relatively quickly is to encourage you to do two things. Number one, remember that daily gratitude is the antidote to fear.
Okay, just write down this. Daily gratitude is antidote to fear.
Gratitude is the antidote
to fear. Nothing but if you daily practice gratitude, basically you will overcome your fears.
To fear. And positive psychologists like Sonia Lyubomirsky have done some beautiful research. And what they found is this. They've created a term called hedonic adaptation to define the fact that, you know what, you might have a great life. You might buy a new car, let's say. And for the first few months, you're driving the new car until you see other people driving a similar car, or until that new car becomes your new normal. And then you take it for granted. You might get a new promotion at work and it feels really great for a few weeks, and you know, life is very magical until that becomes your new normal. You might have these amazing goals until you achieve those goals, or you buy a new apartment, or you live in a new house, or maybe you get that great relationship you've always wanted to get, or maybe it's fitness. And here's the key thing. That once wow condition eventually becomes your new normal. And so the psychologists like Martin Seligman and Sonia Lyubomirsky, these positive psychologists, they've coined this term hedonic adaptation, which
this is some great information. Hedonic adaptation. Okay, some research happened. Hedonic adaptation. So let's dig more into it.
Simply says this: something that made you feel grateful at one time eventually becomes ordinary, and so therefore you need to fight that natural inclination towards gratitude. And how do you do?
Okay, mention this one as well. Fight that natural inclination to let your happiness levels settle. Okay, so look, this is how we all operate. So this is really required for us to know it so that we can really solve it. Okay, so some psychologists researched a concept called as hedonic adaptation. The basic funda is ki whenever you do something new, or even though how great it might be, only for initial times you feel that wow moment, and after some time it becomes routine for you and then boring for you. It applies at anything. You take a new phone, you take a new car, you take a, let's say you get a job, you get a great hike, you get a great promotion. In the beginning it feels good, and after some time it's natural in human beings to get taking it for granted and getting bored with that. Okay, so that is how our brains actually work. Okay, and now he's saying okay, we should fight this inclination to let your happiness level settle. Initially you were so excited and happy about it, but baad mein it is coming down. So we need to fight this natural inclination so that we can be more happy and more satisfied with the things which are happening to. Okay, good. Next.
Inclination towards gratitude. And how do you do that? You write gratitude or you write blessing lists in your journal every single day. And if you do that, what happens is you start to create a pharmacy of mastery in your brain. So I'm going to be very tactical. You go buy a journal. It'll cost you not a lot of money. And you can even do this on your computer, but I personally like writing it out. There's a lot of science that talks about the connection between writing and the brain. And just do a list of 10 things I'm grateful for. And I find I'm often writing the same things, but it could be your health, if you have food on your table. It could be the job that you have. It could be you have loved ones around you. It could be that you are in this course with me right now with other amazing people in the tribe who are on the same journey towards mastery and changing the world and living your highest dreams. I don't know what the blessings are in your life. One thing I do know, you have a lot of blessings in your life that you're not.
Chalo, let's do it. Then that is the reason, guys, we practice this every single day so that we can naturally feel more thankful towards our life and we will be more happy. Okay, we are training our brain to focus on good things. So chalo, let's do this. Everyone, please open your OneNote. That let's do a quick gratitude practice. Okay, 5 things which happened from yesterday till today, which you are thankful for. Everyone, let's write down these 5 things. Go back to your OneNote. Gratitude. Today's date is 20th of September. Everyone, please do it. And let's write down what's going on. Okay. Okay. And the point is, when you try to really write it down, so it gives a nice recap of the day. You try to find things to really appreciate, and it's a pretty good quality. Okay. If you're done, please comment it in the chat and then we'll go forward. Good morning, Mayank, Deepa, Bhanupriya, good morning, Shruti. If you're done with this gratitude, chalo, just confirm it in chat. Chalo, team, fatafat confirm. Shruti is done, Deepa is done. Rest of the members also. Okay, Sanket, you're done. Shruti, done. Okay. Saharya. Sahara done. Chetan done. Swapnil done. Okay, chalo, nice guys. So next, let's continue. So guys, these are really simple things. It doesn't even take 5 minutes, but it can make your life so much joyful. Okay, and that is where we just need to stick with some basics and we will be able to enjoy our life even better. Okay, chalo, let's move on. Jande is also done. Okay, playing it up again.
Not acknowledging. And so if you develop this daily practice, the psychologists call it deliberate gratitude. Not just once a year on New Year's Day celebrating the blessings in your life. Make it a ritual, make it a practice.
Okay, so daily we need to do, and that is where we do it as well.
This deliberate gratitude by writing in a journal every day. What starts to happen is this: you retrain your brain to focus on the great in your life versus what's not working.
Okay, so basically why we do it is you retrain your brain for something that is great in your life versus something which is not working. Your focus of the brain, you are putting it on the right things. Okay, so thanks Mayank, thanks Tripti for confirming.
Literally start to reverse hypnotize your brain to notice the amazing and the magic versus the ordinary. I mean, I'm no different from you, but I walk down the street and I notice the sunset. I was coming down the street yesterday and I noticed a mother with her child, and the mother was walking the child to school. Like everywhere I go, I notice magic. Everywhere I go, I spot the extraordinary in the ordinary. I look at the sunsets. I see happy people. I see people doing epic work. And when I see people doing epic work, I stop them and I say, do you know how amazing it is that you have a sparkle in your eye as you serve that omelet? Or do you know how wow it is that you are a taxi driver with such optimism? All I'm saying is if you do this every day, you start doing deliberate gratitude based on the psychology of reverse engineering the way your brain works, so that you no longer have this negativity bias, but you have this optimism inclination, let's call it that. Your life starts to change because the way you see the world, remember this, you don't see the world as it is. You see the world as you are.
Yeah, but write it down, guys. You don't see the world as it is. You see the world as you are. Okay, this is really good.
And you actually see the world through a perceptual filter, through a lens. And when you clean up that lens, you actually start to see a reality. And guess what? You'll see a whole new way of living. And when you do that, your life begins to transform. So, here's my loving challenge for.
Okay, so guys, let's just take a moment to absorb this statement in. Okay? You don't see the world as it is, you see the world as you are. Okay? Nothing but the way you think, accordingly, you try to find reasons to justify that in the world. Okay? And that is true for every human being. I repeat it again. The way you think, you try to find reasons in the world to justify that. It might not be the truth. world mein everything is always happening. But whatever you think, accordingly you try to look for only those things in the real world and draw the conclusion that yes, I was right. But that's not really the truth. It is like your perception. So you don't see the world as it is. You see the world as you are. Okay. So it applies for even every small things. If you feel ki people around you are, let's say, unhappy. Okay. If you just feel ki the world is not happy right now, people are suffering, they are struggling. Then whenever you look at the real world, maybe newspaper, social media, okay, naturally you will find unhappy and struggling people. Okay. Like if you scroll for 1 hour, some that you will focus on those things and you will draw the conclusion, yes, how struggling the life is. The brain actually focus based upon what you're thinking. And similarly, if you just see it's a very beautiful world, people are so much happy and joyful, and everybody is accomplishing their dream, and people have hope. If that is your thought process, you will try to look in that in your regular day-to-day conversation or your interactions with the world. Okay. And over a period of time, whatever you think, you start assuming that itself is the truth. But the point is, in the world, everything is always happening. There are good things, there are bad things. Every one of us, we have good things, we have bad things. But naturally, whatever we focus upon, we assume that is itself the truth. Okay? So the point is, deep down in our thought process, we need to change our focus. Okay? Because if you think too much negative, you will see that negative in the world and you will assume that is the truth of the world. But speaking honestly, like that's not the reality. It is how you think the world is, and that is where you see that. And that is where, guys, many a times, right? I don't know whether it happens right now also, but while I was like a child growing up in newspaper, this some fortune telling used to come. Okay, Rashi Bhavishya or this fortune, okay, what is going to happen with today? And like for every birth range, they used to mention, okay, aaj inke saath ye hoga and all those things. Predicting the future, what's going to happen today. In newspaper, it used to come a column. And in that, they used to mention so many things. And definitely in that day, one thing will definitely happen with you. Okay. And that is primarily because when you load those thoughts in your mind and everything keeps happening to you every single day, you naturally focus on that thing and you say, hey, I read it in the morning, so it is actually happening. So you're just playing with psychology. So you need to understand this is real big stuff. You don't see the world as it is. You see the world as you are. The way you think, the way you believe, that is how you look at the world and you assume that is the truth. And then you might further draw more conclusions out of it. So, but you need to be careful. Don't get trapped in this. If you're thinking negative, that is going to make you unhappy and struggling in your life. If you self-doubt yourself, if you feel that people around are always cheating and nobody likes you to be happy and everybody's selfish, if a negative thought process is with you, you will suffer in the end because that's not the truth. It's a very beautiful world as well. Yes, there are some people negative, but yes, at the same time, there are beautiful world as well. Uh, and you have to change your perspective towards the world. Okay? For you to be happy, not for the world. The world will be the way it is. For you to be happy, you need to change your opinion about the world so that you can see good things and so that that's how your world will become like. Okay? So guys, getting it? Getting it, guys? Just confirm it in chat and make some determination. If from today you will start changing your perspective about the world. And this simple daily gratitude and the other habits will help you to shape up there. Okay? Just confirm it in chat, everyone. Okay? Just confirm it in the chat. Okay, got it. And this got it which you are typing, that simply means ki going forward, you will look at the good aspect of your life. That's it. Actively, you will look at the good aspect of your life. You will think about how do you want to pass through this time on the planet. Random mat raho, guys. Because randomly, like, the thing is key, whenever we don't know a skill, we try to learn it, right? That's how human beings grow. We don't know something, we learn it. We acquire the skill and we become good in that and we start doing it. The point is, we are not really doing that for how a human being thinks, how your brain thinks, how the thoughts happen, how these thoughts impact your decisions, how it impacts your day-to-day activity, and how it impacts your result. Nothing but a human system we are never spending time to understand. And you will be with yourself all throughout your life. How do you control your emotions? Why do you get excited about something or sad about something? Which thoughts really empower you? Which thoughts discourage you? How do you actually take constant action towards your dreams? Should you really have dreams, or what are the pros and the cons? This all needs a thought process, and it needs to understand the human system. Okay, so that is what I think. Every single day we're trying to get some new thoughts in same line. Okay, so thanks for confirming, Mayank, Swapnil, Sahara, Shruti, and Deepa. Chalo, let's move on to the next piece. Okay,
For you.
let's
For the remainder of the program, every single day, pull out your journal and write 10 blessings in your life right now. You'll
so
start
this is what he's saying, a daily gratitude
to
practice.
see your life in a fundamentally different way. You'll start to see the magic in seemingly ordinary days. Now, I'm going to give you, as we go through the rest of the program, you're going to get these frameworks that are very original and very practical that will help you install the daily habits of world-class producers, the constant rituals of A players, and help you do the things that will allow you to make history in your own unique way. But this daily practice of writing in your journal really is a game changer. It has worked so well for me. When I've gone through painful seasons of my life, I pulled out my journal and I trained my brain to focus on the good things in that day. And what has been at the top of the mountain in my life.
And you know what, guys? Simple thing. When you do this daily, okay, and just go to your OneNote right now, everyone. So those who are attending or joining this morning sessions daily and doing these activities, just go to your OneNote, to your gratitude. We are trying to be organized with OneNotes, right? So if I see my list, there is a date mentioned, and then there are 5 things which I am thankful for that day. So I have it for 20 September today, for 19th, and for last week, then all the days start, and then so on and so forth. But on my OneNote, when I'm scrolling through, there are so many things, five gratitude things written. Okay, now take a few minutes, guys, just to read through it as a flashback. The last week, what good things happened with you? Quickly, just quickly read it. Yesterday ka read karo. Last week ka let's read. Let's read the last maybe 3 or 5 of your daily gratitude practices. You can just quickly read through it, your past gratitude practices. Just try to even think and rethink those moments and load it back into your mind. Okay. Okay. Now the point is key, if you just go through this thing of the past, right? And let's say if you make this also a habit, key every week trying to do a flashback of your past week. Okay, so daily you're doing it, but over weekend, if you really look at your past 1 week, देखो, naturally, yes, something good has happened with you, and which you have noted down, and maybe something bad also happened to you. Okay, I'm not saying कि everything life में हमेशा अच्छा ही होता है. Yeah, maybe something did not go right, but the point is you actively made decision to write down your good things. And then next week, let's say if you read all of this past 1 week related activities, your brain will naturally remember only good things because you are actively focusing on the good things of your. And then you will draw a conclusion. Let's say you do this activity for 1 month, and then you will draw a conclusion that, yaar, my life is so good. So many good things happen to me. And then there might be your friends and family. They will be like, no, yaar, life is not really great. Life is always torturing, this, that. But your perspective of life would have already changed. Because you will be like, nahi yaar, aise thodi hai yaar. Life is really good. I'm enjoying. It's really happy. And things like that. Now, the point is why that happened is because you did some series of activities long enough and change your belief system about life. And as an end result of that, you will be more happy with your lives. There is simple gratitude. But if you do it regularly and if you keep re-looking at those things time and time again, you will draw a conclusion that it's a pretty good. And that is required, okay? Because as time is passing by, you know this, right, in the current world, the unhappiness rate is also growing. Okay, the depression rates are growing. People getting lonely is growing. On social media, more unhappiness, and then ego and frustration, and then why others are so great and we are not great. That kind of feelings are triggering to people. Like, is our life not worth it? Like, negative thoughts are coming up to a lot of people. Now, the point is, this is the solution for that. Yeah, how do you change your perspective about life? Okay? And we need to always find reasons to be happy because it's really an exciting life. And point is, we have to live for the next 80 years. Okay? We cannot live unhappy for 80 years. We need to be happy. We need to feel happiness right at our. Okay? And uske liye we have to change the way we live life. Okay? So yeah, this is how we will be doing it. Okay, chalo, nice. It was nice, quick talk.
I celebrated all the wins in my life. And so writing gratitude in a journal really is something that I know is going to be so powerful for you. And that's my wish for you, that you integrate it into your life so that you get some great results over the next few days. Bye.
Okay? So this is what this guy is saying. Okay, fine. Let's go on for the second activities. So point is, yes, we started the day, we learned something, we emphasized that our brain naturally works different. We have to actively change it. And once we change it, we got a technique of daily doing gratitude, weekly checking on that, monthly checking on that. And over a period of just 2-3 months, your complete perspective towards your life will start changing if you seriously do this thing. And that is where we try to do it every day in the morning as well. Okay, now let's do the 10 success affirmations. Okay, point is, gratitude helps you to look at the good side, and this affirmation makes you to choose your identity about what kind of person you want to become. So again, daily reminding yourself is going to have amazing value for this. First, let's write it down. I am responsible for my life. Second, I believe in myself and feel it. Okay, when you write it, feel it in your mind, you are this kind of person. Next, I am committed to achieve all my goals. Fourth, fear is just a feeling. I overcome it and I move forward. Fifth, I like myself and love my work. Sixth, I am a powerful force. designed for success. Feel it. 7, I face challenges and overcome it with ease. 8, I am a winner. 9, I am strong. 10, I am powerful. Dekho, try to really remember it. So in a matter of 1 week, when you're doing it daily, so try to memorize this, because this should become your identity. And do it long enough, because whatever thoughts run in your mind, that will reflect in your actions. And this is all very powerful thoughts. Okay, you will not run away from challenges. You really will start enjoying what you work for. You will face your fears and overcome your fears. You will have goals and you will be committed to achieve your goals. You will not give up, right? You will feel like a winner. You will know that. You will believe that you will get anything that you want in your life. And like these are like, you will know you're strong, you're powerful, you're capable. And I think these are really great thoughts, great attitude which you need to feel about yourself. And the more you feel like this, you will do it. Okay, just confirm it in chat if you're done with this. 10 success affirmations. If it is written, just quickly confirm, team, and then we'll move to the next one. Just type it done in the chat and try to really memorize it. Take a moment to really memorize it. Okay, Shruti is done. Deepa done. Saujanya done. Chalo chalo. Shruti C also done. Sahasra done. Okay, chalo speed up the rest of the members. Sanketil done. Because slowly you will start remembering these things. But yeah, it will reflect in your day-to-day life activities, and that is good. Okay, Chetan also done. Okay, guys. Now they go. With regards to our next topic, yes, goals. They go. Crucial thing, yes, we need to write our one-liner goal, which is our immediate need right now in life. And maybe this might be a few months. This goal with the deadline, it might be a few months of goal. Okay. And then later we do the day planning. Okay. So the funda between here is simple. Yes, you have some goal which you want to achieve, and you have some ideas also, okay, how you can get it. Then you need to even think when you do a day planning, as part of that, you set up a daily goal for yourself. What can I do today? Goal is nothing but a target. Okay, what can I do today which will take me closer to this goal which you have set up? So daily we have to remind ourselves of this goal with the deadline. And while you're doing your daily planning, so dekho, yes, we write down tasks. Okay, but can we add more seriousness to your tasks? It's not optional. Okay, if you just assign just same task, but if you set it up like a goal, no matter what happens today, I will accomplish this task, then it becomes a goal. Okay, and that means even these tasks, don't let it not get completed. Just have the same level of seriousness the way you have seriousness towards your goal. Now, since you're doing every single day task planning and things like that, maybe my funda of IT is pretty simple. Plan things practically. Okay, I don't believe in over planning and then under delivering, or under planning and then trying to have still buffer. Okay, I could have done more. My 13 years in IT, my estimates are always what I feel will happen. I plan things like that, and that's it. I just do it. And along with the same mindset, I work with my team and all my team members also. We estimate practically. If we say ki bhai, 4 features we will finish in this sprint, we make sure ki we finish 4 features. Not buffer, not doing anything. Matlab, not even missing one task there or not overdoing also, no buffer. Now, this is what it is. I want you to get practical about your planning. Since you're doing every single day, just be really realistic about it. Don't over plan and then say, oh, it's fine, I did not do it. That kind of a feeling is not good. Okay. How, when you will feel more positive, okay, you will accomplish your goal is when you set up daily targets to yourself, and by the end of the day, you accomplish those targets. Then you will feel like a winner. Okay, it's very important to have that kind of a feeling of, yes, I decided something, I did it. And when you have those feelings on a daily basis, it will help you to strongly believe that your goal on the mentioned deadline is also going to happen. So along with, it's very important how you even strategize your daily plans and all. Okay, so today when we are doing this plan, we want to even use the psychological thought ki whatever you plan, guaranteed 100% finish it by the end of the day. It is not okay to miss any of the task. So buffer bhi nahi rakho, plus over planning also don't do and say ki rest of the work anyways I will do it tomorrow. Don't get into all that. Set up your task ki this is my daily goal and by the end of the day I am going to finish it. ठीक है, एक seriousness चाहिए, and because the end result is it will make you feel positive about yourself. You will actually feel like a winner. You will say in the morning I decided 3 tasks I will do and I did that 3 tasks. It gives a positive dopamine feel for you. Okay, wow, I did it. And that attitude helps you to even plan something good tomorrow. And when these days gives you result, as an end of that, this goal will become your reality. ठीक है. So चलो आज practical planning करते हैं. Practical, realistic. Since you're doing every single day, now you can optimize the process. If you are never doing it, basically we cannot change. We will make mistakes, but when you do it daily, we will improve in those mistakes and we will get better. That's the power of consistency. It allows for mistakes. Okay, that's what it is. So chalo, pehle let's write down your goal statement. After that, we will do the practical day plan. Chalo, everyone, go to your OneNote. Mention your goal statement along with the deadline. Write down today's date there as well. 20 of September. Okay, ठीक. And your deadline is important, guys. So write down your end date. Okay. And once you're done with your goal, okay, next go to your daily planning section and practically plan which tasks you will guarantee do. Don't put any buffer and don't over plan. Okay. Whatever it is, what you feel you can practically finish today, end of the day, only set up those things in your list. Otherwise, don't add more or less items. If you are able to finish it early, then maybe during the day you retake new items. But in your today's list, only those tasks should be there which you will be guaranteed finishing today. Level of commitment, keep it very strong for yourself. It will help you to psychologically feel good about yourself. Okay, and that will give you better results with your life. So chalo everyone, let's start with the day planning. It feels a good feeling to strike off the items from your to-do list and finishing your entire work. Okay, use it in your favor. Get practical, guys. Okay, and once you have your list, once genuinely ask your heart whether you will really accomplish it today. Be honest to yourself. Full एक list हो गया, so again ask a question: will I really accomplish this today? And that will help your mind to think, acha, when, what you want to do today. Do you think it's practical? एक double check karo on what you are deciding. And if you feel something is not practical, maybe then you can move it even for later. But today, this list should be cleaned up by the end of the day. Let's set up that as our goal today. It will give you a great psychological kick. Yes, I accomplish what I do, what I plan. Okay, I'm done with my plan. If you are also done with your planning, confirm it in chat. And थोड़ा serious note पे आज इसको guys try to finish this. देखो, you don't have to worry about when your goal will come. You just have to worry about whatever you planned today. Is it coming or not coming? That's it. Because if there are many successful days, when that merge together, your goals will be accomplished. Okay, so don't worry about what will happen in future, what happened in the past. Focus that today you should try to do your best and get results, and be happy and satisfied by the end of the day. Okay, I did that. When many such successful days will come, as an end result, goal is natural, because daily you are thinking on what you should do to get your goal, and it will guaranteed start happening. Okay, okay, Deepa is done, Tripti is done, Mayank is done. Meanwhile, I'm sharing you the attendance. Rest of the members also, please close it. Let's go for today. And if all the working professionals, those who are already working, I would highly recommend to daily spend some time in skill upgradation and book reading. Take up some courses, do some certifications, which will help you in your current job to excel. Working professionals though should be definitely planning that. And all the job seekers, daily you have to do two things: preparation as well as job hunting. Okay, to take some time out, really plan these things. Attendance, and maintain your daily counters today, which is your day of this morning section. So you can keep incrementing. It is a by which you will stay consistent on a daily basis. If you don't know, start with some random number, and then every single day keep incrementing that. Chalo, it's 7:30. Take the attendance and then let's close the call. But tomorrow when we meet, let's come up with the attitude कि ये पूरा list खत्म कर दे. So throughout the day today, have this list with you while you're working, and one by one, look at this task, keep working on that and finishing it up. ठीक है. So mark your attendance and have a nice day, everyone. Okay. Good to see you committed towards your success. Stick with it, evolve, and time you will get nice, amazing. Okay. So see you guys later, guys. See you tomorrow.